And to what he said too, I think you were making a point, but you didn't say it. But you can say whatever you want. We don't need to let you
That's right. You can say whatever you want.
But I think you were going with it doesn't matter, if it's a man or a woman raising a child and stuff like that.
It's any situation. Doesn't matter. Because people get really sensitive about that type of stuff, right? And I don't really want to dive into that. But I will go ahead and say this one element, and you know who you are when I say this. I spoke to you recently.
It's getting Floyd Mayweather up in here.
Gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if you're getting the job done, your child's in the positivity, who cares? Who cares what the situation is? It doesn't matter.
And the reason I brought it up, and because you we're about to finish what I was about to say. Who cares? One thing is, there's a lot of kids that want to be adopted right now. That people go to Africa and Asia to get their kids. I don't know why they don't start here in the homeland. But there's kids that are in adoption agencies that would kill for a homosexual couple. Just for anybody to pick them up. Honestly, they could care less. They just want to be loved, and they don't want to be in a house full of kids. They want to be in a family. They want to be loved. They want to be out the house. And I think that's what you were getting. And that's why I got there. I was like, you know what, you have a great point. You said it takes a team. It does take a team.
It takes a team.
It doesn't
matter. You do it by yourself.
Exactly. Whatever the team member, what they look like or what they are, it doesn't matter. That kid needs to be raised right. Raise them right so they don't grow up to rob me. That's a Chris Rock quote right there. That's true. So if you're a homosexual couple and you do it the right way, man, kudos to you. There's a lot of people that are same different couple. What's the word?
Same
sex.
Heterosexual.
There's a lot of heterosexuals that can't do it right. So
that's right.
Who are we to?
They've been doing it for all of
So who are we to say that's not natural? But you got this guy beating his son, or this lady is drunk all the time. They're not homosexual, but they're not doing it right. No, it's nobody's perfect, but there's everybody needs a chance.
That's right.
But again, it just rolls down to what positive energy you're showing in front of your kid.
Of course.
And I even say this to people who don't necessarily believe in same sex. It does doesn't matter, because as long as you're still enforcing that positive energy on the child, whatever it is, you're not alienating the kid from these harsh conditions.
That's what's important. I keep seeing people, kind of what you're speaking to. Why are you reaching into someone's home when your home is messed up?
Yeah, exactly.
Fix your own house first before you decide to reach into another neighbor's yard. You gotta stop doing that. And like you said, if people are doing it right over there, hey man, call me with you. What are you doing? I need help. Like, tell me. But we don't do that because we don't like to admit we need help.
We a lot of us, and a lot of good soul people, are like this too. They see issues in other people's businesses and other scenarios, and they don't even take care of themselves.
Correct.
I myself, was like that, and in some cases, I still am like that. I want to clean somebody's nice looking Bentley because it looks clean inside out, and it drives me nuts. I see a McDonald's bag in the floor, but my GTI looks like a complete disaster right now. There's papers everywhere. But see, I'm worrying about somebody else's car over my own, and that's not how it should be. You need to take care of your own issues, like with the kids and stuff like that. Especially when it comes to kids, especially when it comes to family affairs, you take care of your own situation first before you start, diving into others, and you can transition that into anything you want.
Right.
But the reality is such, it applies to any and all aspects of life.
Absolutely.
If you want to better yourself, you start with yourself, and then you spread your positivity to others. And then the only thing negative that can come from that is jealousy, which is a negative emotion. So if somebody sees you doing good and you're spreading that positive light to others, what? You just because you're a millionaire now, or you're you got like a 6-pack. Yeah, it's like, you forgot all about us. Look at you. You're thinking you're some hot shit now because you this, that, and the third. But in reality, you're just trying to spread the message to other people.
Right.
It's just that negative feeling, and it's just sometimes that can be treated. Other times that's just going to eat that person up until they commit suicide, spiritually.
Yeah, that's so true.
That energy, just all that positive, that develops into people getting old quicker. They start balding, they start
yeah.
getting gray hairs early in life, you know, and they just, unfortunately, it's just this.
Yeah,
that
when I see
stress
those
builds.
gray hairs and those wrinkles, I'm like, you ain't smiling enough, man. How you looking that old when you might?
Exactly. I understand some of it's genetic, but
Yeah,
at the end of
some
the
of
day,
it.
you know, like a lot of it is stress.
Nah, stress is a
Yeah,
killer.
stress is
Stress
a killer.
is
Stress is a killer.
mhm.
And one thing I'll say before we move on, one thing that besides my child that made me want to change my life, and it branches off what you just said. I started with the Man in the Mirror. I heard the first thing I heard after Isaiah was born was they had a PA in that room and they played Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror, and that's the first time I deeply listened to that song. And I got emotional, and I was like, you know, I'm going to fix the bad things in my life. I'm going to start with myself. I'm going to stop blaming other people. I'm going to start here, my homeland.
What is this? What is this? You know, some people just.
Don't you like
Watch
how?
it.
Don't you like how he was like? I don't want to get too political, but you know.
I know, right? That was the right part. I was like,
hold on.
I was like, it's like, you know, it's like, okay.
I was like, I wasn't even
We
do
both
that.
looked at each other like,
I wouldn't even done all that, but I was like, go ahead, keep going.